Hey guys, Michelle coming at you from Crazy Busy Beauty to show you a trick to hide the darkness around your eyes. So my first tip is to get you a eye primer, a specific primer, which you'll notice it has a tint to it. So those of you who have the blood vessels, the discoloration on your lids, it's going to help that to kind of blend that in. But the secret is to also go underneath the eyes where the darkness is and above the lid. So it's not just above the lid. You want to go where the darkness is under too, okay? So before this video, so that I wouldn't waste time, I had already used my moisturizer because to look younger, as we get older, our face ages, it gets more gray, gets more sallow because of the dryness from our skin. So make sure you're moisturizing. So I used the Unique Day Cream. Then I put my face primer on, which I used the Glorious Primer. You can get these at crazybusybeauty.com. And then, like I said, you just saw me put on the Mood Struck Eye Primer just around the eyes, okay? So the secret to it is, first of all, make sure that you are for sure dry, okay? So put your, all of your lotion, put your skincare lotion on, let it dry, then put your primer, then let your primer dry 5 minutes, okay? Then put your eye primer. Now, I know this sounds like a lot of steps, but if you've got really bad darkness under your eyes, then trust me, you'll be willing to want to do all that. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by using my favorite foundation, which is Unique's, this is the Stick Foundation, okay? Unique Touch Stick Foundation in Scarlet. And I'm going to take the brush that we call, it's really super soft. I wish you guys could feel this because it's super soft. And you're not going to put it under your eyes a whole lot because the more product that you put on top of your under eye area, the thicker it is, the more it's going to make creases stand out and fine lines and wrinkles, okay? So I don't put the foundation under there just because I want to have as little there as I need. And I'm still letting that eye primer dry, okay? So I just got out of the shower, so forgive my hair. So I'm taking the Kabuki brush and I'm just taking my foundation more towards the center of my face and then slowly going out towards my hairline and my neckline. That is going to help you to make the foundation, you want it more centered towards the front of your face so that you don't end up with a bunch next to your hairline or on your neckline, because you don't want to have a line. And if you guys need tips on how to do your foundation, just check it out on my YouTube page or go to my private Facebook page, Crazy Busy Beauty. And I've got a whole series on how to know what foundation color you need to what foundation is right for your skin. Okay, so this is going to be crazy, okay? So I know you're thinking, what in the world is she doing? But give it time, give it time. By the end of this video, you'll be a believer. So this is my eyeshadow that I am going to use as a color corrector, okay? I'm going to use a little brush and I'm going to use the orange color. The reason I'm using orange, I know that sounds crazy, is because when you have the darkness under your eyes, you want to color correct with a color that is the opposite of the color wheel, okay? And I will put a, if you don't know what I'm talking about with the color wheel, I will put it, and I'm only gonna do one eye so you guys can kind of see the difference between the one I didn't do and the one I did do. But you want to put that orange in the corner of your eye, you know, everywhere that darkness is, and underneath the eye. But orange is the opposite of the color wheel, and you can Google color wheel and you'll see if you have darkness under your eyes like purple and blue, the opposite of the color wheel would be orange. And I know it looks crazy, but just trust me. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do, remember we did the eye primer first, okay? If you want to look young, you guys know I'm always telling you that you have to wear eyeliner because eyeliner is gonna help your eyes stand out. You have to wear some mascara because it helps your eyes to stay out, to stand out. But the orange is gonna kind of combat what that blackness is underneath. So now what I want you to do is take your concealer, and you want your concealer to be 1 to 2 shades lighter than what your foundation color is, okay? So I am going to use, if I can find it in front of me here, I am going to use Unique's concealer in Scarlet. So I'm just gonna take it and I'm going to put it on my this is a concealer brush. And I'm just gonna put it on the concealer. Oh, actually, I think I dropped my concealer brush. Yep, let me grab it. Okay, so I'm gonna take my concealer brush and I'm gonna put just a tiny bit of the concealer on it, okay? And if you need color matching help, just reach out to me and I will help you, okay? So you're gonna take that color, you're gonna put it over the orange, I know. And because to look younger, we want to highlight our eyes. So instead of just putting it where I put the orange, I only put the orange where the black was, right? I didn't need to put it anywhere except for where the darkness of my skin is. So I put it everywhere there, but I want you to bring that concealer down in like a triangle, okay? So instead of just here, I'm bringing it down in a triangle, and that is going to kind of help to make that color, kind of help that to look lighter than the rest of it and kind of stand out and help me have some vibrancy to my skin, okay? So now I'm just gonna take what is on that brush. So this is the brush that I used before with the foundation, okay? And I'm just gonna kind of go over it, and you're gonna be really gentle, okay? You wanna kind of pat that color in really gentle. You can also use your beauty blender to do this too, whatever you have handy, but you're basically just gently patting that into your skin. Okay, so now you can look at this eye and you can see that this eye is already looking better than this eye because it's kind of taken away from that darkness where that orange is. If you need to keep, you know, adding a little bit more because it's color correcting it. Okay, so now we're gonna go and we're going to take my eyeliner and we're going to put some color on our eyes. Now, the reason that it's really important to put some eyeliner on is it actually takes away, it makes people come up to your eyes and look at your eyes, and it takes the focus away from fine lines and wrinkles. We get the fine lines and wrinkles from what? From having dry skin, right? So make sure, guys, you are moisturizing, 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 moisturizing. I cannot say that enough. If you want to look older, you must moisturize your skin. Okay, so as you saw, I just used that pencil and drew my line. Now, if you have a small eye, never go all the way towards your nose because the more you pencil your eyeliner in, the more that eye is gonna look smaller. But see, I have really huge eyes, so it's not gonna do that to me. Okay, so for the eyeshadow, what I'm gonna do, and keep looking at what the difference between them is I'm gonna take that eyeshadow palette, the same one that I was just using, and I'm just gonna take a lighter color, and I'm just gonna put it all over the lid. And then if you didn't watch my video of how to hide a hooded eye to look younger, and you have a hooded eye, which the hooded eye is, see how it's kind of droopy, then, you know, ask me for that one. But basically you're gonna take a darker color, and I'm using a brown, and you're just going to put it not only in your crease line, you're gonna kind of do a triangle in the corner of your eye, but you're also going to bring it up. So what do I mean by that? Okay, like I said, you're gonna need to watch that video for really good details. But what I mean by that is when you look in the mirror right now, you can't see it, right? You can't really see it. So we're gonna bring that color up, and what you're doing is you're kind of giving yourself a fake line, a fake crease line. And then you take your favorite brush, and every single person in the world should own this brush. You're gonna take your crease brush and you're going to blend that out, and make sure you're looking in the mirror so that you can see that you brought that up. Okay, so already you can see the difference in how we are making this eye look younger than this eye, okay? So the last thing I want to do to make that eye look younger is I'm gonna put some mascara on. This is the Twisted mascara. It's got 2 brushes with it. I have a video that you can watch that teaches you how to use this, but what I love about it is it basically gives you 2 different size brushes, one that's teeny tiny so it doesn't miss any of your lashes, and then the second one, which is in the center of it, it's a little bit bigger, and you just kind of blink into it and it's going to then give you the length. So it kind of separates your lashes. It makes sure that it gets all your teeny tiny lashes that you didn't even know you had. I have been selling mascara for 6 or 7 years, and we just came out with this mascara, and let me tell you, I found lashes that I did not have before. It's crazy how wonderful this works. And just a dab on the bottom to give me a little more definition. So again, look at the difference between this eye and this eye. So if you're looking at it and you still are thinking, I just want it, Michelle, to be, I just want to get rid of that darkness just a little bit more. Go back, use your orange, okay? Dab it where the black is. And again, I'm just dabbing it on, okay? I'm not caking it, I'm not making it crazy. And then I am taking my concealer, and the concealer has to be a lighter shade, a shade to 2 lighter than what your regular color is. The problem with me is I'm the lightest color. So you can't really get any lighter than I am. So that's why sometimes I have to do this a couple times instead of once. But the average person can pretty much just do this once and not have to worry about it because your skin, your light color is going to be so much lighter than what your skin tone is. But, you know, looking at me when you're as pale as I am, that's just kind of how it works. So again, what do? You either take your beauty bud or you take your kabuki brush and you just gently press that in over the darkness so that it's going to help to highlight that and get rid of, it's going to hide that darkness. And the way to keep it, notice how I'm using my finger to kind of push that in there. So now you can look, and you always want to stay away from powders as much as possible when you have really dry skin and you want to hide your, anytime you want to hide wrinkles and fine lines, you want to stay away from powder as much as you possibly can, okay? So that helped it even more. So now you can see this one is still pretty dark, and this one we've helped it a little bit more just by color correcting it, okay? So I'm not going to do the rest of my makeup because I don't want this video to be so totally long, but just look at the difference between this eye and this eye, and you can definitely see how it's going to make you look younger. And if you want to add more mascara, the more length you put on your lashes, the more people are going to focus on that than anything else, okay? So I hope you guys are loving all these little tricks that I'm teaching you to look younger. And if you want more beauty tips, you can go to my Facebook, Crazy Busy Beauty, or check me out on Instagram, or you can check me out on YouTube and see my videos. But that is the little tip that's going to help to hide. Look at the difference now. You can definitely see a difference between the two of how dark I am down here. And this one, we kind of took it away so you don't see it as much. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. You want the products, go to crazybusybeauty.com. And if you want to get more tips, then look for me on Facebook, Crazy Busy Beauty, YouTube, or Instagram. Mwah.